Okay, what's up everyone? I wanted to do something special for Valentine's Day. So first of all, happy Valentine's Day. And I'm gonna be making some amazing, chewy, delicious sugar cookies. And in between all of that, I'm gonna be answering your questions, okay? Because I had so many the last time I did a Q&A segment, and I'm sipping on something a little special right now. All right, let's get started. Let's see what you guys had to say. So, question asker, please ask me some questions.
Are you dating?
Oh God. Well, I guess it's Valentine's Day, so I feel like I guess I'm gonna have to answer that one, right? But what is dating? Like, first of all, what is dating? Does dating mean that you're in a relationship, or does dating mean that you're like going on dates every now and again? Because I don't know. Did I go on a date recently? I'm asking you. Yeah, literally off camera. Do you think that was a date?
It's a date,
but
it's not a like.
It's not like a romantic date.
No.
It might have been a kind of a date. So I guess I'm dating a little, maybe? I guess. Okay.
How tall are you? Ain't no way you 5 feet.
No, I'm definitely not 5 feet. I'm a little taller than that, at least. I'm 5'4", although one time I had a measuring tape tell me I was 5'3". And yes, I put it underneath my foot, all of this kind of stuff. But the thing is like, I mean, you know, I don't know. People always think that I'm taller because I wear heels and I have like super good posture when I'm standing, and I don't like, you know, kind of hunch myself down. I'm always kind of, you know, looking like this. And so I think people get a little thrown off by that. And, you know, I mean, even shoes can, you know, add a little bit of height to you, even like regular sneakers and stuff like this. I remember one of my exes, he told me he was like 6'4". I'm like, bro, you're 6'2". Like, you might be 6'4" with some foam posits on, but really in real life, bro, you're 6'2". I better not mess this up, because it's like, you know, with baking, it's so like important to like do everything especially accurate. And I do like to bake, and it's something that's really fun for me. And it's something that my aunt did, and I think my aunt is what really got me into it. Aunt, I don't know where you're from. I'm from the Midwest. I say aunt. So anyway, I just, she won't make me cookies anymore because I don't live in Kansas City. And so it's like I have to make everything myself. And so that's kind of like where I'm at. And these are the ones that really matter when you're putting stuff like cornstarch, baking soda, baking powder. You better make sure you are accurately measuring things, because if you don't, things can get really messed up with baking. So we love baking. Okay.
Have you ever been, to Utah?
Utah? No, but I have some good friends that are from Utah. I have never been to Utah. I want to go to Utah though, because I would love to go to Mount Zion. I think that would be so amazing to see, but you know, I don't know. Dang it, this is not there. I like one of those things that really just get it perfectly, because like I said, the measuring needs to be perfect. Like, I like my stuff like perfect, seriously. Okay.
Okay, what's your skincare routine?
Oh yeah, my skincare routine. Okay. Yeah, so I use CeraVe salicylic acid face wash. That's like my favorite. I started using it many years ago, and I feel like it's like one of the only things that really work for me. So I would definitely recommend that. I use the PM lotion. I use the sunscreen. That's so important, especially if you live in any type of like really especially sunny climate. You know, it's really important for me to wear like sunscreen and stuff like this. I just feel like, you know, that's always important. Sunglasses are also really important for your eyes. A lot of people don't realize that. And I know we went from skin to eyes, but I just want to tell you something that my eye doctor told me pretty late in the game. And I was like, well, why did my other eye doctor tell me this? And it was like, no, it's really serious for you to protect your vision that way. Even if you have brown eyes like me, like, you know, you got to really be careful. You don't want to get cataracts. You don't want to get all of that kind of stuff. So more questions.
The one place you'd like to travel to?
The one place? Ooh, there's more than one. Let me tell you that. So I don't know. For me, I mean, I definitely want to go to Thailand. I've always wanted to go to Thailand, but it's for a very particular reason, okay? Because I don't know if you guys played Super Nintendo. If you saw my little video, my little short of me playing Super Nintendo, that's a Super Nintendo I had when I was a child. And a lot of people look at me like, oh, she's a girl, she does it. I'm like, boy, I have a picture of me playing with my brothers. I used to beat their ass, okay? We used to be playing everything. We had all the games. I still have that crate full of games to this day. I remember my dad, when he brought it home to us, it made me want to cry. I loved it. I was in heaven. We played video games. We didn't watch people play video games. I'm of the generation that we actually would kill our siblings just to get our hands on that controller. We go reset the whole damn game. And then, or we'd call our parents like, Daddy's not getting off the game. You tell him to get off the game. And I'd be like, my brother, hey, he wants to talk to you. Dad wants to talk to you. Yeah, you got to get your ass off the game now. That's like I remember that, right? Now everybody just watches streamers, which there's nothing wrong with that, but me, I like to play the game. Oh my God, we're gonna put this in here. But anyway, okay, so Thailand for sure, and let me get back to it. So this is why, because we used to play this game called Power Moves, okay? And one of the scenes that you could choose was Thailand. And so as a little kid, I just got this Thailand, I was like, Thailand. Something about that drilled into my brain in like a very early age, and so I've always wanted to go to Thailand. And so I'm really gonna try to make that happen, but I would also love to go to South Africa. I'd love to do, you know, a safari. Mauritius, I'd love to go to Bora Bora. Maldives is definitely at the like top of my list too. Okay, I'm adding my dry ingredients into this mixture here so it doesn't just go berserko. But it's smelling really good. It smells really sweet, and that's how I like my sugar cookies, but not overly sweet. They need to actually be delicious. I don't make anything that's not delicious, and honestly, I take a lot of pride in what I cook. For some reason, people always say to me like, oh, you can cook, oh, you can cook, all because like I've had a career for 10 years on television doesn't mean I don't know how to cook. I like to be the best at everything that I do, so I take it really, I'm just like that, okay? So happy Valentine's Day on that note. So, I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on my phone. I'm kind of on a diet right now. I'm getting my little double video since I don't have 2 camera people here working. There we go. Nice, and then I just ran out of storage on a terabyte phone. This looks really good, and I'm just gonna like, I just wanna try it. It has egg in it, but it's really not that big of a deal. Ooh. It's actually really good. It's perfect. It's perfect. There we go. Perfect. I want to eat all of the raw cookie dough and have no cookie left. I'm going to answer another question for you guys.
Writing a book one day?
Ooh, planning on writing a book one day. Definitely going to write a book one day. I have the perfect title for it. I'm not going to say anything about it though, because I feel like somebody's going to steal my idea, but I think people would really like it, and it would kind of be autobiographical, but not 100%, but more so to motivate and help other people, because I feel like on my journey, I've been, I've got the support of my family, but for the most part, I've just kind of navigated it by myself and had to go knock on a million doors and stuff. All the people out there really try to deter you from reaching your goals by saying things like, oh, it's too hard, or maybe you should start here where it's easier. Because I really don't believe in all of that. I feel like there's way too much negativity like that in the world, and it's really sad. Yay! Let me show you guys. About, and approach me. I'd definitely say hi to you. I'm a really nice person. I'm not really here stuck up. This is what it looks like. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Okay, so it was like midnight at this point, and so I was getting a little tired, but I stayed dedicated, stayed true, and my mic was kind of messing up, so I'm doing a little VO here. And yes, they look so good coming out of the oven, so soft and chewy. I wanted to answer like one of your guys' questions that I never got a chance to, and I don't remember particularly who asked it, but it was like, oh, what's like my favorite game console? And so you have to understand, I'm definitely a child of the freaking 90s. And I mean, I grew up, my first console ever was Super Nintendo. Then we had N64, then we had PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and Dreamcast, and then I feel like we had GameCube, and then I think we had PS3 or some order like that. I know some nerd out there is going to correct me if I'm wrong, but you know the vibe. So it was that. We had PS4, Xbox, of course, all that good stuff, PS5, all this kind of cool stuff and everything. But yeah, no, I feel like Super Nintendo though is so freaking nostalgic for me. And so I just like really like, it just does something to me, those games, especially now, like the joy of actually getting the Super Nintendo to load is so major for me because that thing is so difficult to work. I actually feel like I need to take it to a repair shop. It's so freaking moody. And it's probably the little feelers or something. I know like I said, somebody's going to correct me out there and be like, oh no, it's this, that, whatever. But my thing is that, yeah, I got to get it back working again. Like, I don't know. I loved playing Donkey Kong Country. I liked playing Super Mario. And of course, we had the one that had all of the different Marios on it. So Super Mario World, it had everything. It was freaking amazing. I know people have asked me about like what kind of music I really like. And so for me, I have a pretty diverse background, and it's interesting to see like, Afro beats like really picking up here in the States, but my dad's Nigerian, I'm Nigerian. And so we grew up listening to that kind of music, but also lots of rock. And that's kind of like infused by my mom, who, taught me all the classics, the Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Cure, all of that good stuff. And so, I definitely enjoyed a wide variety. And then, when I was in high school, we listened to a lot of like fun, like emo music, right? Like, so the Fall Out Boys, and some people say that's not really emo, but like back then, like it kind of was. And so, you know, you might see me jamming out to some Hawthorne Heights or yeah, no. Ooh, let me put the sprinkles on before it gets a little, yeah. The sprinkles are the best part. The sprinkles are the best part. So let me get in there. It was funny because like where I grew up in Kansas City, like I grew up in the city, and it was funny, like my mom would be like blasting Fleetwood Mac or like the Carpenters or something while I'm going to school. I'm like, Mom, hell no. Like you better put on those 504 boys. You better put on that No Limit Cash Money. Like what are we really talking about right now? And so it was a really interesting time. And so they would make fun of you. Like you would definitely get made fun of listening to something that people don't give the Midwest a lot of credit for is that the Midwest is really always up on game when it comes to music because we're right in the middle. And so it's interesting when I ask people from New York, like who's in their top 5, a lot of people leave out like Lil Wayne, but like I'm going to tell you the people in the Midwest, like we got everything. We got what the South was talking about, the West, the East, all of that. And so, I mean, we know our music too. Like people in New York definitely know New York hip hop and everything like this. But sometimes when it comes to other areas, like people don't, sometimes don't know as much. And that's not everybody in New York. I got love for New York, but sometimes I'm always interested in hearing that. And sometimes, people from the South, for example, don't put, and I'm not saying everybody, but when I tell you that, when I freaking interviewed Derrick Henry a couple Super Bowls ago, like he didn't even have, like, when I first asked, like, who are your top 5 or whatever like this, he didn't even like say Jay-Z first, I don't think. He said something about Kodak Black. I was like, well, that's really crazy to me. But about that, I like Kodak, but I don't know. So anyway, and no offense to him, I just thought it was kind of funny. I was like, it's just interesting if you ask from different areas. What? I'm gonna have to eat one of these, honestly. Let me see. Oh yeah, they're really good and soft. Oh my God. Okay, I had to fast forward past everything because I'm like, dude, this is a lot to even ice. Cute. Like, look at my cookie. So good. I've been eating them along the way. Can you guys see them? Okay, now I'm gonna take a good bite. It's so soft. Let me show you guys how soft it is, okay? Softest. You see that? That's soft. Like, it's soft because look how I'm talking, okay? It's not crunchy. We don't like crunchy cookies. We like soft cookies. Okay, I'm done. I had a good time. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and thank you so much for already supporting all of my fun videos, my vlogs, all of that. Much love.